Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Mitchell. I hope everybody is having a happy holiday and a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's. So today, Justin and I will be talking about the holidays. We're gonna be keeping it a little bit light today. Um, Maybe start up a few conversations, a few Q&As. If people come in with some questions. But we do these Instagram lives every Tuesdays and Thursdays at 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Eastern time. And if you guys find this video content of value, you guys can show your appreciation by donating any amount that you feel is equal to the value of this video. Every amount, I really appreciate it. We really appreciate it. And of course, if you guys have any questions, feel free, send us a direct message and we'll reply to you shortly. We'd love to help. What's up, Justin? How you doing? Other Justin. I am going to add thumb action over here right now. So if you guys could just hang on tight. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing? Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Okay, I am Justin in right now. Yo,
Yo, it's good,
it
man.
was cold. I'm
It
cold.
is, it
I
is
have a jacket on.
cold.
I have a jacket on.
No, it is super
Yes.
cold. As you can see, that's why I'm late.
Yeah.
I was shaving, taking a shower to look semi-presentable, and that hot water was feeling too good, man.
Nah, I feel it, man. Justin, happy Christmas Eve to the other Justin that's
Yo,
watching right now.
happy Christmas Eve, my man.
Happy
Hope
Christmas
the
Eve. Yeah.
hope the job search and the program is going well. You
Yep.
know,
Of course.
we'll check
Yeah.
up on your site again, man. Keep working on it, man. You got some
Yeah, keep
talent,
grinding, man. You got a lot of talent. You got a lot of
for
talent.
real,
Mhm.
for real.
I gave a little introduction today. We're going to be talking about the holidays. It could be up in the air. If you guys have any questions, of course, leave it down below. But yeah, we're just gonna be talking about the holidays. Some on dating, some on why people might feel lonely. You know, what to be grateful for. It could be a whole lot of things today. We're keeping it a little
Yeah,
bit light.
yeah. Yeah, just a more of a discussion. You know, I feel
Yeah.
like normally our shows we kind of have a point, we go on and we
Mhm.
stick to it, try to prove or disprove. You know, have a little discourse, a little civil discourse.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I mean, we just talking. It's the holidays. You know,
Yeah.
we feel like we didn't want to come out here necessarily
Too
preaching,
serious. Yeah, not too
before
serious
Christmas.
today.
You know,
Keep it a
so yeah,
light.
let's just
Yeah.
talk. You know, have a good time, see what's going on with folks, man.
Mhm. I
Yeah,
tried to
man.
get some coffee earlier. I walked down the street and they were like, "Yeah, we're closed." And I was like, "I get it." So I walked back up and instead I got myself a Red Bull.
Oh,
So
there
that's
you
what I'm
go.
drinking. Yeah, I wanted a peppermint mocha. They didn't have that for me, so I
I'm
got
sorry, man. Yeah,
it's
you
all
tried to
good.
convince me to go get one, and
I
I was
tried.
like, oh, "It's cold.
You
I'm
know?
not a peppermint mocha fan like that. I'm not going outside." Y'all know,
Yeah,
I worked for Starbucks for a very long time.
same
Peppermint
here.
mocha don't mean nothing to me,
It
you
doesn't,
know.
but just to be a little bit festive,
Plus, I drank a pot of coffee
Mhm.
this morning.
Red
You
Bull.
know.
Yeah, Red
I-
Bull. You like yeah. But yeah, let's talk a little bit about the holidays. Why some people might have flings, right?
oh
Just dating,
yeah,
just
yeah.
dating on like just to have like that what they call that a seasonal partner.
hmm
Hmm.
Most definitely.
Hmm.
Most definitely. What do
Hmm.
you say? Oh, I'm sorry, Justin.
I
I'm
just.
addicted to caffeine. No, I'm slightly addicted now
Hmm.
myself. I
Hmm.
had no caffeine for the day, for almost the entirety of the day yesterday,
Hmm.
and I felt fine.
Hmm.
But this morning, like if I make a French press of coffee, I'm drinking the entire French press of coffee.
Yeah.
Just it is what it is. But yeah,
Hmm.
back to what you were saying. Holiday flings, man.
Holiday
You
flings.
know,
Yeah.
yeah. I know you love this subject. You love the idea of dipping your pen in company ink. You know, you love the idea of like I'm joking.
I was like, wait, hold up. Words in my mouth?
No, I'm messing with you.
Girl, I
But
thought
no,
we
you
put
know,
something else. Rebel.
I think listen, you are trying to get canceled. Yeah, you drink your. I don't even have nothing to drink.
I
I
already
was
got
running.
canceled today, man.
Like I said, I was running late
No, you're good.
because of my
Hmm.
my heat obsession with the
Hmm.
shower.
Hmm.
But I'm looking over here. I got it pretty smooth, not looking so
You got it.
grizzly.
No,
So my trimmer.
you're
Um,
looking clean. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah, man,
holiday flings.
holiday flings, man. I think,
Mm-hmm.
like we were saying, talking about offline,
Mm-hmm.
it's society, man. It's
Mm-hmm.
society. Like society has dictated this whole like if you're alone for the holidays, you're a loser kind
Yeah.
of mindset.
Mm-hmm.
It's like most definitely, which I don't agree with at
Mm-hmm.
all.
No,
Um,
not at all. Not at all.
yeah, it's definitely,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and I think also because we talked about this too,
Mm-hmm.
like Christmas. Christmas is an intimate holiday. It's way more intimate than like a Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If you single on Thanksgiving,
What's good? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
what's the good, man? What's
Yeah. Yeah.
good, boogie man?
Yeah.
The idea is to, you got friends, they invite you over. Hey, come on over. We'll do a Friendsgiving. It's
Yeah.
not
Like.
as yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's not as intimate. Christmas, on the other hand, is like ultra family,
Mm-hmm.
ultra ultra focused on that. A lot
More
of people just looking like
intimate. Way more
way
intimate. Mm-hmm.
way more.
Carter,
And folks,
what's up?
what's up,
Yeah.
Carter, man? And
Mm-hmm.
folks are just looking to, not be alone on Christmas,
Mm-hmm.
which I want to reiterate, which we kind of
Mm-hmm.
talked about, does not
Mm-hmm.
mean you're a loser.
Yeah.
You have some kind of something instinctually wrong with you. I think a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we are people. We have a
Mm-hmm.
feeling of wanting to be with other folks.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And
I,
then New Year's is a whole nother beast, man. I mean, the whole point of New Year's is to
mm-hmm.
kiss someone at New Year's Eve, So like,
Yeah.
you got folks kissing strangers who've been drinking and smoking cigarettes
Yeah.
all night. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, it's
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel
But,
like it's a sense of like, okay, here's my thought. Okay. It's a sense of importance. Everybody wants to feel important. Everybody does.
mm,
No matter who you are, you want to be important in a certain clique, if you will.
mm,
So, I like to point out what you just said earlier about like how Thanksgiving it is like family and everything, but like something about Christmas and like it's leading towards the New Year's and society is bringing us in to this place where it's like, oh, if you don't have nobody, you're considered like a loser or something like that. Where it's a stigma, and
yeah.
that's not true at
Mhm.
all because if as long as you got something going on for yourself, as long as you're happy, you're doing what you love to do, and ain't nobody could take that away from you. And that's kind of the purpose of why we doing these shows, anyways, is because it's kind of to give you guys a sense of individuality, individuality for you guys, so that you don't have to be dependent on somebody to be happy. And then if you do find that person that you want to be with, is sharing that type of completeness that you have together. You're sharing that completeness, and we said that multiple times. It's sharing that completeness. It's not so much I need you to complete me because
Yeah, and yeah.
mhm.
No,
then
go ahead. I mean to
yeah,
cut you
yeah.
off, man.
Oh, no. And then at that point it might come off from a place of fear, and nobody wants that. Nobody likes to feel sorry for somebody. You know what I mean? And it's, so that you can feel important. You can feel important, and the holiday flings, just dating, just so like that seasonal partner. I
I
mean,
mean, we all see it. Like, listen, they
if
got the
that's what you're
Hallmark.
like,
They got the
hmm
Hallmark movies of the woman pretending like the dude is her
yeah,
significant other, so she
hmm
doesn't look lonely on Christmas, or like the lonely guy
hmm
eating pork and beans out of a can. You know what I'm saying? Until like some
hmm
woman he meets
hmm
takes pity on him and they
hmm
fall. Like I mean, it's a trope. It's a
hmm
trope, and
yeah,
I'm all for entertainment in any form and whatever, but we do have to be
hmm
careful.
hmm
Uh, we do have to be careful as to like not bring that into like reality. Like that's the standard,
hmm
and
yeah,
it does become it, man. I think people do start to feel
hmm
maybe a little bit down on themselves, and
hmm
not to mention, let's be honest here too. Like with COVID,
oh
with the
yeah,
lockdowns, with with
hmm
the job loss, which is everything. Depression is real,
yeah,
and now you put like the holidays on top, and maybe like maybe people can't even travel to see their families normally,
hmm
so it's even more.
hmm
So it's a lot, man, and you just want to look out for folks. Let them know, like,
yeah.
hey, it's
It's
not.
it's okay to
It's
be
okay,
by
yeah,
yourself.
yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, it's better. Like, look, you save money, okay?
Oh yeah,
You save a ton of money,
yeah.
You save labor. Listen,
hmm
I was in a long term relationship, and that my partner at the time, she was diehard Christmas. which was fine. It was, it had its lovely
Festive, it's
moments.
fun, yeah.
But what it meant was a lot of work for my black ass. Okay? A
I like how you
lot
said it.
of
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
It was, sometimes you'd be like, oh, you don't feel like you're having a good time. You don't feel like you're having fun. And it's not like I didn't enjoy it or that I didn't even appreciate it after. I want to get that. But it was a
A lot
lot
of work.
of work, son. A lot of it. All right. And oh my goodness. Yeah. Because buying a tree. We go to a Christmas tree
Decorating.
farm. Who's cutting down the tree? Me.
You is.
I'm cutting down the tree. Who's dragging the tree? Who's tied
You
the
is.
tree on who's tied the tree on the car? Who's bringing the tree inside? Who's setting the tree up?
Why you
You know,
doing it? Why you doing it, Justin? You tell.
Because I'm 6'3".
But everybody wants to be
was,
equal.
and this person was 5 foot. That's why I'm doing it.
But everybody wants to be equal.
Who's bringing out the decorations?
Yeah.
You know, like it is a lot. And then who has to take all this down? Like at the end, I'm like a fucking mobster at the end of At the end, I'm like a mobster at the end of The Sopranos, just cutting up a tree in the bathtub like it's a body or something. You know what I mean? Like throwing it out. So
Justin asked, "What is a seasonal partner? Someone to hang just for? Is there more to that? Oh, just for the season? Yeah.
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
For all intents and purposes, it's a very short-term relationship so you're not alone on Christmas.
It's just to fulfill how you feel like at that moment. It's kind of like I want a bag of chips, so I'm just gonna go outside and get a bag of chips just so that I can fulfill that temporary feel. Yeah.
The same thing happens for
I like how I just compared a relationship with a bag of chips.
That's what you do. You call women puppies. You do the whole thing. We know what you are, man. Yeah, we know what you are. It's okay.
Justin, you're putting a lot of words.
It took a long time.
Saying a lot of words.
It took a long time, but we see your true colors.
Don't take what he said. All that nonsense too serious.
But it's the same idea for like Valentine's Day, where you see like especially women, because Valentine's Day is not for dudes. Valentine's Day was for women, so they can compare. It's not even a holiday. It's a horrible marketing ploy. I hate it with everything in my heart. But yeah, where women try to get a dude just so they're not lonely on Valentine's Day. They can get someone to buy them flowers. They can get someone to like do all this crap, and then break up with them shortly after. It's the same purpose for Christmas, someone to. It's not even just spending time. Someone to get you gifts. Someone to take you out. Someone to do it. So yeah,
they make you feel important.
It's a whole thing, and like I said, and like we were saying, like for my fellas out there, even for my ladies, but especially for my fellas, like if you by yourself, man, hey. There's a joy. There's a peace.
There's a lot of peace
of having that holiday to yourself, man. And I would even go so far as to say, even if you do find somebody in that future, like find someone who holiday vision aligns with yours.
Oh yeah.
If you're not a big Christmas person, you don't want to get with someone who's a straight Christmas nut, because it's going to be 2 to 3 months of just pure. You might be good. You might be good for that first few weeks, but after a while, you're going to be like, if I got to listen to Jingle Bells one more time,
Not to say you can't compromise. That's not what he's not. That's not what he's saying. All right, guys out there, don't
now you put words in my mouth.
I never said that. I'm trying to help you out. But like a lot of people get into relationships right now just so that they don't feel lonely. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. What's up, Gwen? How you doing? I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying, like, if you are gonna get into a relationship, just be keep an eye out so that you don't just feel like
don't do nothing for no temporary pleasure.
Yeah,
you said like chips. I equated to eating sugar, because that's my vibe. It's like, am I going to be fat and get diabetes for a little bit of mouth pleasure? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, are you gonna do the same, like, just to say you have somebody for the holidays, get involved? So stand firm. What's up, Gwen? Merry Christmas.
You don't want to hurt people's feelings neither. Like to get into a relationship is easy. There's a lot of fun. There's a lot of joy. Like, everything spikes. I'm talking about your chemical reactions. You're all happy. There's all type of feelings. But when it goes down, it could all go down, you know. And we try to find ways and say like, oh yeah, that person wasn't important to us or anything like, but somebody's gonna get hurt. And that's not something that we preach. That's not something that we agree with neither.
Don't
You
be
know,
out hurt. Don't be out hurting
hurting
people.
people.
I
You know,
mean,
if
you
you
know, I
genuinely
never want
like
to hurt
that
people.
person, be with them. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, once again, we said too, and you just summed it up. But just be authentic. Just be
Hmm.
authentic to yourself. I
Hmm.
would say, don't
Hmm.
do nothing just to
Hmm.
do it. You know, don't be
Yeah.
dishonest. Don't don't lower your standards.
Hmm. And
You
that's a
know,
question. Yeah, that's a question for
to
you guys. Like, do you guys know somebody that like just have you figured out a pattern in somebody where they seem to always have somebody during the holidays? And if you do, you know,
yeah.
either
Outside
let
of
us know
outside of like a long
or
term
yeah.
significant other. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Hmm.
Like, let's make that clear. It's like, yeah, she
Hmm.
always kicking it with her husband for Christmas. It's like,
Hmm.
well, yeah, that's crazy talk, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then but that also equates to the biggest one, which is New Year's Eve, New
Hmm.
Year's Eve, New Year's Day, because that's a big one.
Hmm.
Finding somebody so you're not
Hmm.
alone on New Year's, finding somebody so you could
Hmm.
have that midnight
Uh-oh. I'm saying
I
uh-oh. Uh-oh.
do.
Uh-oh.
I just want to know, does she have trouble here on caps lock, like ready to go? So
I think
like
she
she could
copy
just
pasted
hit,
ready.
yeah, she could just hit the button and like you have your
Yeah.
your auto generated
Automated
response.
generator.
It just comes up like done as soon as I log in. It just
Yeah.
hit the button.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah,
Before
you need. I'll
but
go ahead.
before you do go into like the whole like New Year's thing, I do have one thing that I do want to say is, just know that everybody, me and my girl, we talk a lot about this too, which is like the whole be grateful for what you do already have. And I don't want to be all scientific and everything, but Maslow's hierarchy of needs, like there's that list, and on the bottom is your like physiological needs, which is like water, sleep, rest, and all that, right? And then I believe the second one was safety, and then the third one was like love, companionship, friendship, intimacy, and all that. And just so you know that, just to be grateful for to know where you're at, to know that you could just walk down the street if you want to go get something and not get eaten by a tiger is, yeah, that's a lot
No,
to look
yeah,
for.
no,
Yeah,
no.
yeah,
You
like
most definitely,
be
yeah, no. It could be
appreciative.
hard to
It could
think
be
about, but
way worse.
definitely have to have gratitude. I mean,
Yeah,
the fact we have running water is a
yeah.
miracle. It truly is. Like, there's so many places in the world that
Yeah.
doesn't have running water, like
Hmm.
just clean drinking water. So
Yeah.
it's always about keeping perspective.
I had to think about it. When I walked down earlier and was like, I want to get that peppermint mocha, even though I worked for Starbucks for a very long time. You don't care, Justin. I get it. Uh,
That's right.
I was like, yeah, no, sorry, we're closed. And I was like, oh, okay, well, thank you, anyways. Thank you for even being open. I appreciate that because I didn't expect them to be open. It was like a little mama papa shop,
Hmm.
and they were like, we're closed, and I was like, it's all good. I could easily just be upset about it. I could, but I decided not to because I was like, why? It's a
Well,
drink.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
look,
what can I do?
I saw somebody get upset yesterday over some BS where we went to we went to Target, me and my lady,
Hmm.
and we was at Target, and we got in line, and then the young lady who was checking people out
Hmm.
came and told us, it was like, hey, would you be so
Hmm.
kind as to let people know behind you that I'm closed, so y'all are my
Okay.
last customers. So it's like, cool. So we're going in the line. We've been in there for a good probably 10, 15 minutes. She didn't turn the light off. We keep
Hmm.
looking behind us. Nobody's there. I actually turn around. We're talking and joking. We get up,
Hmm.
we check out, we put our things up, and then there was this lady behind us.
Oh,
And then the young girl goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm closed." And then the lady's like, "But I've been standing in line."
how
It
long
was
was she
like,
standing?
no, she just came there
Oh,
because
okay,
we
yeah,
were
okay,
in the line, like kind of looking out.
yeah.
And so the girl was like, "Yeah, I know, but I'm sorry, I'm closed." She was like, "Well, but I'm standing in line. What I'm supposed to?" And it's just like the privilege. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
The self importance of, like, this person's working customer service, Target, holiday season,
It's
and the girl's trying
crazy.
to be
Yeah.
nice, and she's like, "I'm supposed to be done 30 minutes ago."
Hmm.
you know. But this woman is just insistent of like, well, I'm in line. So then, and then, you know, at the point it was like, you just showed up. Like it's not like you've
Yeah.
been waiting here for like 20
2
minutes and it
minutes, and
got
then
to
they
the
cut you off.
yeah, like you
Yeah.
literally just, you might have
Yeah.
been back here for 45 seconds to a minute being generous, you know. And that's just I mean, I bring that up to be like, talk about being grateful. I'm like, you're shopping on Christmas Eve. Like there are people
Yeah.
here who are, you know, who
Mhm.
have nothing. People have lost jobs, lost their homes. You just have to like step over.
Yeah.
Like it's not even like you get this isn't even a big
Or
inconvenience for you.
check out yourself.
Just go to the lot. There's self
Yo,
checkout
yeah.
right
Yeah.
there. Just go and she's but
Like,
I mean
nope.
and it's just yeah, and I'm just
Yeah.
like the level of self importance. Like if I had a
Hmm.
stack, I would just put it over her head. You know, I would just put it over her head and tie because you know I ain't for violence against women. Like so I don't
Or
want that out there.
anybody. Anybody.
No, I'm about violence against a lot of people, but
Yeah,
not.
man.
But I'm not gonna hear women. You know that's
No,
fucked
no.
up, man. I had no respect for women beaters. But I would put a sack over it and just duct tape it. So she's just like in a sack like this, and then just put it in the corner. You know what I'm saying? And let her think
Hmm.
about like what she did. Like this is,
Hmm.
you know, it's like have
Yeah.
some
Hmm.
gratitude and
Hmm.
like a little bit of patience.
Hmm.
You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So
Let's see
yeah,
what Justin said over
yeah.
here.
Let's see what folks are saying.
Yeah, yeah. He said, for instance, I feel I am more capable of what I can do, but can't find a job. What do you
Oh,
mean?
man. Hold on, I'm gonna go back up and see. Well, the thing about
See.
depression is you feel you're
Oh,
worth
okay,
more
definition.
than what you have. Oh, okay. I
Okay.
see what it's doing. Is
Oh,
it
okay, I
going?
see where, yeah. Well, but
Yeah.
depression is that I feel like you're worth more than what. Yeah.
For instance, I feel like I am more capable of what I can do, but I can't. I mean, which I
Okay,
understand. But this is, you know what though? This is, I get that. I
yeah.
really do. I really
Hmm.
understand it, man. And I'm not a, you know, I'm not a psychologist, so I'm not telling you what to do to battle any kind of depression or nothing. But I'm gonna tell
Hmm.
you what information I found in a dark time that
Help.
helped me.
Helpful, yeah.
And it was I was listening to like some kind of like lectures of like kind of human behavior bit videos on
Hmm.
YouTube and stuff. And one of them was saying, and this is I've heard this said a lot too, so it's not just this one spot, but it was
Hmm.
like you know you're looking for a programming job.
Hmm.
What you need to do is just start programming.
Hmm.
Not don't program for your. Now I'm not talking about for your resume. I'm not talking about to get noticed. Just start programming.
Just do it.
Just this is what you do. You're a programmer. Program. And I'm not saying that, you know, just program and leave it up to the world. Don't keep
Hmm.
working towards your goal. But
Hmm.
you will be surprised that just by programming, interacting with others who program, focusing
Hmm.
on that and putting out work. Like I know GitHub is a thing.
Hmm.
Get on your GitHub, get that up there, put up the projects you're working on, come up with an idea, you know, test yourself.
Hmm.
Doors will tend to open.
Hmm.
You know, doors, especially, you know, we've all talked in private, you know, me, you, and Justin,
Hmm.
about, you know, some things he wants to work on and everything. And, you know, some of the challenges he has. And, like, just sitting down and, like, doing that work, just
Hmm.
programming, I think will help you where you feel like maybe some of the things you want to work on may be cutting you off. You know what I mean? I don't try to speak it because I don't want to put your business out there like that. But
Hmm.
yeah,
Hmm.
that's what I would say, man. Like, man, don't value yourself for no job because let me tell you something about this workforce. We all ain't nothing to the machine. We all replaceable. All right, they
Oh
tell
yeah,
us
for
that
sure.
we special. They tell us that we love you and we're a family here at XYZ. Well, COVID has shown
COVID had shown.
that family is
Yeah,
ruthless because I
yeah,
sit here
they've been just
jobless.
cutting,
You know,
cutting
I got
people.
cut after working at my job for a long time.
Yeah.
Talking about like, oh, how
Hmm.
dependable you are, and you are this,
Hmm.
that, and you know.
Yeah.
So,
Julie was
yeah,
like, "Not all doors open unless you open." Yeah, and
yeah,
what she's saying is like, you just got to put yourself in that situation,
yeah. You gotta
and
do that.
it's
Yeah.
it's just like okay, so right after Starbucks, I was like, well, I want to become, I like fitness. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I was like, I did like fitness, so I wanted to be a trainer. I wanted to be a personal trainer. I didn't know the first thing to be a personal trainer, so I got a job literally folding towels,
Yeah.
greeting people, but I was at a gym environment. Like I started way at the bottom, kind of,
Yeah.
right?
Which
You know,
is
I
which you know
yeah,
is kind of it's kind of lost nowadays too.
yeah,
I've talked about this with for other friends and stuff like in our age bracket, and like the idea of like starting at the bottom, or like starting in the middle room, is
yeah.
almost alien to a lot of folks.
Hmm.
A lot of newer people, because they're spending so much on education and this,
Yeah.
that, and the other, that they want an instant return.
Hmm.
But I didn't mean to cut you off. But go ahead, man. My
Oh
bad.
no, no, no. But it's absolutely true. Like a lot of people like have some humility. Understand that you're not gonna start there. It's just like doing anything that you want to do. It's like that starting a new YouTube channel, you're not gonna get like 1,000 views right off the
Yeah,
bat. Like you might start out with zero,
yeah.
and it's
No,
gonna
real
be
talk.
like that for a
I mean,
very long time.
you're going to start with zero.
No, I'm saying like
But
views, like
yeah, I know what you mean. No,
yeah,
yeah,
like
I know what
views.
you mean.
You're like, and then some people might get lucky, some people might not, but you will eventually find out different ways that okay, maybe this didn't work, or maybe this actually worked, and all that. So put yourself in that situation. Surround yourself with those type of people that you want to be around,
Yeah,
especially in your interests. Like I wanted to be a trainer. I surrounded myself at a gym environment that had trainers that I could like pick brains. I was talking
yeah,
to them. How do you do this? How do you do that? Eventually, I had met a lot of good people, and they were telling me, hey, read this book, do that. This is how you should teach. Because teaching and knowing how to work out is two different things.
yeah, yeah.
And we talked
But
about
yeah,
that offline
but
too. Yeah. Hmm.
oh yeah, always.
Hmm.
It's and yeah, we do actually a lot.
Yeah.
But you hit it on the head too, where you were like, you wanted to be a trainer, you didn't know about training, so let me at least just get in the gym and
Yeah.
see what it's about. And I mean, the good news about being like going into programming is there is no gym for programming. You're at
Yeah.
home, you can program right now.
Yeah.
Like go online.
Hmm.
I'm telling you, get a GitHub account, go on
Hmm.
Reddit, whatever. Find intro programmers, find people who are trying to do stuff, and like keep it moving. And I'm telling you, man, I know it sounds
Hmm.
crazy. I know it sounds like some wishy washy woo woo crap, but
Hmm.
you will be surprised at the progress not only you make at your
Hmm.
craft, but that you're gonna make like in the job market.
Hmm.
Because because I don't care what shortcomings you have, programming is a very ABC thing. If you can do the work,
Hmm.
you will find a job. You know what I'm saying? And if you can, and in the interview, if you
Yeah.
can look and be like, "Yo, this is, oh, what have you done?" You can show, "Oh man, this is what I do in my
Right.
spare time. I'm working on this."
Hmm.
Yeah, I see what Julie Rossi. You talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah. Yeah.
You like trainers. You like cross trainers, not training
Trust me.
people. That's funny. Hold on, what does it say?
Okay.
Let me read this one point. We'll move on.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, my point is just that I can't be satisfied with what I have at the moment because I
Hmm.
feel like I am more than what I am right now.
I totally feel
Uh,
you on that. Hmm.
and then
Yeah, I'm working on that
yeah,
project that
I'm
make.
working on that
Hmm.
project. A website. It reads people. Yeah, I mean, but that's it. Look, man. This is another phrase I heard a very, very, very long time ago that I go back to is always grateful, never satisfied. Being satisfied and being grateful are two completely different things.
Hmm.
And don't, I think people make the mistake of conflating the two. You can be grateful for what you have. I'm grateful for having a roof over my head. I'm grateful for, you
Hmm.
know, having, a ride. I'm grateful for having like a relatively healthy family and like,
Hmm.
good friends. Like I'm grateful for a lot in my life.
Hmm.
But there is very little in my life I'm actually very satisfied with right now.
Hmm.
And yeah, so I think that's healthy. But what I'm saying is, as we talked about that scarcity mindset, that whole like it puts you in that when you are just looking around like, man, I should be doing this. I'm
Hmm.
not. I'm better than where I'm at. I can't get this. Like that energy, like that energy shit is real, man. Like
Oh
people,
yeah.
people like we try to be really analytical with things, but there is a part of human existence that cannot be quantified, and like
Hmm.
human energy, just energy in general, is like one of those things I believe in wholeheartedly, man. And you
Hmm.
got you got to fix your energy, dog. Because if you sit
Hmm.
there thinking like that, that shit ain't gonna come to you. But
Yeah.
if you
Do it.
look at your situation and be like, look, I'm a programmer. This is what I do. I don't need a job to program.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, I'll make programs and sell them on the side if I have to. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, get that
Mm-hmm.
hustle mentality
Or
about
do
it.
something.
Dogs,
Action.
I'm telling you, stuff
Mm-hmm.
gonna open up to you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just
Mm-hmm.
but you gotta do your best to like turn off that. I need to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sad because I'm not where I want to be. You should be like
Or
my
I'm worth
standard for
more. Mm-hmm.
my standard for myself is I should be at this level.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what I'm gonna do to hit that standard. It's not like you're worthless. It's like
Mm-hmm.
your standard
Mm-hmm.
just has to change
Mm-hmm.
for what you want.
Mm-hmm.
You know, do that, man. I think
Mm-hmm.
you'll find some find some different results.
Yeah.
You know,
Raising your standards. I mean, we talked a lot about like Tony Robbins. He talked about how it has to be emotionally compelling. Is that something that you truly want to do? Like Justin, the other Justin on the line, is that really what you want to do? Is programming something that you want to do, even though you're not there today? Is that something that you truly believe in yourself? What's up, Ho? How you doing? But is that something that you truly want to do? Is that compelling enough for you to want to do it? And if it is, nothing else should matter, because you should focus on the process, because while you're down here and you moving up there, everybody's going to be talking a whole bunch of things. And not a lot of people will agree with what you do. But once they start seeing you having success, that's when they're going to start shutting up. And those haters will continue to talk.
Yeah. And I also know
Mm-hmm.
and I also know like it's some outside influences, you know, maybe.
Thank you for the likes. Thank you.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
thank y'all. It's maybe some
Yeah.
outside influences too.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe affecting how you feel about things, or like maybe putting some
Mm-hmm.
stress on you. But I know it's tough. You gotta do your best to like try to block some of that out, man.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
telling you, you're a programmer, man. You're a talented dude. We seen your site. I seen what
Yeah.
you do. You know what you're talking about. You obviously got a love for it because you bring it up a lot.
Yeah.
So just do it.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm serious. I don't mean a lot. Like I mean like that. I can tell that is a passion
That's a passion
for him, because he like equates a lot of things to that, man. So dog, get out there and you're a programmer. Get out there, program. Don't have no job tell you you're a program. Like, who the hell are they anyway? You know what I'm saying? You can't put your worth in those in anybody, especially no company, no corporation. You know,
corporate. Nah, they don't. As long as you make them numbers, that's all they worry about.
Yeah, you worry about a corporate. I'm gonna go Benadryl guy on them. It's like a corporation. You'll deal with a corporation. Are you out of your
You
mind?
out of mind?
Are you out of your mind?
Benadryl guy. If you guys watch that,
No,
be prepared. That's mild, right? That's mild. That's like the mild sauce at Taco Bell, right?
That dude, he meant it, boy. But you got
I heard the passion in his tone.
You gotta have that mindset.
Yeah.
You let the company tell you who you are. Tell you ain't a programmer. You ain't a developer. Because you out of your mind. You gotta have a little arrogance with that stuff, man.
You got to believe in yourself. Nobody else will believe in it for you. We're here to kind of just let you know that, hey, you do know what you're talking about. You are doing it. You put in the work, obviously. Otherwise, Justin wouldn't be talking about all that. So you have been putting in the work.
Yeah. It's not like you're up here saying, like, I want to be a programmer. And every time, I look up, you're talking about, like, oh, I'm playing with Play-Doh or some shit. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, dog? Like, you know what I'm saying? You're like, you're doing your thing, man. So most definitely keep that moving,
Yeah.
But and like we say all that in his regards to that. But I mean, I think it also comes back around to like talking about just pairing up for the holidays and stuff, man. Your standard. You gotta, believe in yourself more than some supposed holiday. You feel you have to, be with somebody or have some, or like if you're spending it alone, you're you're less than. You're a loser or you're missing out. Or man, that nobody knows your life. Your life is yours. You do it how you want to do. Yeah. And like I said, this the big corporate is New Year's. I hate New Year's Eve. I hate it because I hate the expectations.
We have to find somebody to kiss. That's why.
I hate.
We gotta find somebody
it ain't even that. It ain't even that. I hate it because I hate New Year's Eve because what's up? I hate New Year's Eve basically because I hate New Year's resolutions. I hate being one of those people that's like, oh, when the new year comes, although I won't front. Although this year 2020 has beat me to the ground about that. Like I try not to be somebody that's like, oh, the year sucks, so I'm gonna just wait till it's like, nah, let's do it. But 2020 has just been unrelenting, so I'm kind of like, I'll be happy with this year. So this is a caveat to that. I mean, dog, 2020 took Debo, man. Debo been bullying people since I was a child, man. And 2020 took Debo from us, man. Like, dog, this stuff is. This is the Mike Tyson of years. Like, it's just been like uppercutting all of us left and right.
Yeah.
But I will say that. But normally, I hate New Year's resolutions. I hate the idea of like going to a party and being around a bunch of folks to bring in my New Year. I don't want to bring in my New Year hungover.
Yeah,
and
to the New Year's.
I'm happy
for that. I'm happy for that. I'm happy for not being out and just getting like shit faced, because it's not fun the next day. And I always tell my friends, like, whenever we drink on Fridays, like drink, and I'm not talking about a couple beers. It takes me up until at least Sunday. Okay, so there could be potentially more. And then on Monday, I might feel like doing like something productive because I could and physically can.
Yeah.
And it's not something I want to invest in. I don't want to.
You lost 4 days, basically.
I lost 4 days of my life so that I can enjoy that one. And don't get me wrong, I do like enjoying myself with friends and everything. But it's just like, as I got older, time seems to. I'm not saying time is scarce, but like I value more time.
No, it goes faster.
It goes fast. It's like a toilet paper.
Toilet paper. Toilet paper's gone now.
Toilet paper. Once it hits, I remember you said that. You told me it was like once it hits half, it just goes downhill from there.
It's over. It's over.
Baby. What's up?
But it's the same thing, man. Like years are going fast. We ain't got that much time. Like I said, I just hate New Year's resolutions. I hate the idea of going out and partying on New Year's. It's overpriced anyway. They make you pay $20 for some Smirnoff. You know what I mean? Like,
well, like this is at least $8, all right?
Yeah, you get back in my party days, it's like you get a Red Bull and vodka. That's $15. I'm like, I could go and buy $15. I could buy a bottle of vodka and 6-pack of Red Bulls and drink all night. So it's it's a rough one, man. It's a rough one, but I say like don't subscribe to that New Year's resolution crap, man. It's BS. It puts a lot of I think it puts a lot of pressure. I think people try to do like too much change at once, and then you fall off. Sooner rather than later.
Overwhelming.
And look, when I used to work out a lot and go to the gym, I hated the New Year's because I knew like. For the first 3 months, the gym was just gonna be overcrowded.
Oh yeah, man.
And I'm, and I was like, you people ain't about that gym life. I mean, I want people to be healthy, but at the same time, I don't want you messing
Get
up
off my
flow.
machine. Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got my whole routine.
Julie just going off right now. Mitch is spending New Year's with his Pokemon and Red Bull. Girl, you already know.
Hey,
you already know. I got nobody else.
We all got our love. We got.
Okay.
I know Mixed Plate was in here. I wanted to say what's up to Mixed Plate. Go ahead. No, what did you say?
It's something about the New Year's resolution is always like, oh, I don't want to do this, or like I want to lose that, and it's not so much about creating no more. It's not like New Year's resolution. I want to see myself. Let's just say you start a YouTube channel, okay? It's like, I want to, I don't hear so much like I want to create a channel, and by the end of this many months or time, I want to see at least 100 subscribers, at least, setting a realistic goal or something like that, where, it's about creating something versus like, oh, instead of like undoing all the bad that I've done, like maybe I ate too much, for the last 3 months, and I'm trying to lose that 10 pounds or 15 pounds or whatever you want, right? Instead of losing, like, what's more, I want to see more creativity, Healing Moon Wellness, what's up? Yeah.
And Healing Moon, check out that page, you know what I'm saying? Go get your essential oils. I got some right here. Bam.
Do you
That
put it
essential
right
oil
here when
life.
you sleep? Do you put it on like when you sleep? How's that
I
work?
put it. I put it.
Up
I
your
put it on my
nostril,
wrist.
straight up.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, holy snap! There's a hold on. There's a delivery dude here in the middle of my endorsement. Okay, Healing Room Wellness. I'm gonna hit this button real quick. You keep talking about your Red Bull.
I got nothing else to talk about Red Bull. But what's up with everybody? Like, how's everybody doing right now? I wanna talk to you guys. There's a little slight delay though, for sure. I want to talk to them. I want to know
All right.
how's everybody doing. We've been
All right.
talking too much about ourselves, Justin. So
All right, y'all saw too
yeah.
much. I'm not supposed to move out of the chair.
You should have turned the camera the other way.
Yes,
That's
but
some
yeah,
disrespect right there with that buzzer.
it is in the middle of my
Yeah.
promo for the essential
Yeah.
oils, dudes. If you do have a lady, we preach a lot about being a strong dude, but part is also taking care of your girl. Don't be a tired. Don't keep her in the basement. All right, don't do that.
Whoa.
But
Basement.
one of
First
the
of
good
all,
things you can do,
where you get a basement from? Second of all,
invest in Healing Moon Wellness. All right, go ahead and
you
get us
got
some
that human
essential oils.
centipede going on down there.
They're like, that's disgusting. That is disgusting. That's disgusting. And that's downright disrespectful. No, you are.
Human centipede part 2.
You know
not
what?
even the first one.
You know what? I think yeah. You know what? You need some essential oil to calm your wretched mind.
You got chamomile? I like
and
chamomile.
come
I like chamomile.
I'm sure she could do chamomile. All right. Jesus, the human center, you're disgusting.
I had to say it. I
You
gotta
need,
give a little.
you know what?
I almost got canceled today, Justin.
You need Jesus.
I almost got canceled, man. No.
I know. I'm jealous. I want to be canceled.
Do you?
Yeah, because I want that lack of responsibility and expectations off of me. Like being canceled is free. It's like
so you want that easy way out?
It's not an easy way out. It's a lonely road, okay? Because we
ain't
are
lonely. Huh?
Yes, we are. We're in the online space, and if you don't necessarily, if you have a different, if you're a different train of thought or whatever, then you're a bad person. So no, it's going to be a lonely road, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I want to be alone. I want to. You know what? We're gonna come out with hoodies called the Canceled Crew. All right.
You can wear that. I'm just gonna wear something else, Justin.
My goal is to be canceled. All right. If I have a ridiculous amount of money, I would have an island for people who got canceled. And you just come to my island.
That's like the next Alcatraz.
Yeah,
and you know what happened.
Listen, you come to my island, you can be as problematic as you want to be. You know what I mean? You might get slapped in the face, but it's all good.
Oh, Justin asks, cancel what now? Are we gonna open that can of worm? Is that where we're going, head?
Nah, listen, it's the holidays, man.
It's the holidays, man. We're
knee deep. I don't have the tenacity of crazy to keep that argument going forever and ever.
It is interesting. It is interesting. Here's what I want to say. Not to to not dive into that topic. My ideology, my beliefs, isn't to change people. I'm trying to integrate everything, and find a common area where we could both agree on something instead of someone has to win. Like, that's not my goal. Is to like, oh, I'm right, you're wrong. That's not my goal. My goal is to find a common area where we can both agree on something and be peaceful about it. But today, this age and time, people don't like that. They feel the sense that if I win, I am better. Yeah. Anyways, cancel crew. I might actually wear it now.
Yeah, the cancel crew.
Yeah.
Also, what I said is bad, but okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I feel you. Yeah, it's a day and age where people think that. I mean, that's your goal for people to live in harmony. My goal is to be left alone. Yeah. Huh?
That's harmony.
Is it harmony?
It is harmony.
Let me be. Let me get some. Let me get enough money to take care of me and
to have your
my loved ones and my family.
Buy a canceled island.
Let's start small. Let's have a canceled apartment complex. Okay. Island is allowed.
At like 4?
I'm not Richard Branson, but yeah, I don't even want to be famous. No, I don't want the fame. I don't
Mhm.
understand that either. The Instagram fame or
Yeah.
the YouTube fame that they
But
put all these insane expectations on you. It's
but but that's the world. Like that's where it's leading to right now. It's like if you don't have that many followers, why should I listen to you? It means you're not important. Like, but I've seen some dumb shit that people. I'm like, what was that one chick that got famous because she told her mom to shut the hell up?
oh, you talking about that girl that was on Dr. Phil?
Yeah.
The
Or
cash me
yeah, I'm
outside girl.
like, I was like,
That look
she is. And this is old
that
news. Okay, I
that
get it.
ratchet little white girl.
Somebody need a shaker. Go, Justin. Go shaker. Just
Nah, well,
no,
all right.
I
There's
get
two.
it.
There's a lot of problems with it. Number one, I don't put my hands on women like that.
I
Number
get it.
two, that's a little white girl, man. That's a bad look for me.
Mm,
We ain't
you might
we
get shot.
yeah.
You
No,
might get shot.
it's no might about it, sir.
You will
It
get shot.
that will happen. Third off, that girl is actually a child.
Is she? Is she
Yeah,
at
well,
least
that's
of 18?
I don't know. I don't know her like that, but I know she was super young. That's the another thing with this whole online and like I say IG, but just online present is like you have these girls who are like children. You know, you have girls
Yeah.
walking around that are like 14, but they look 24.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's a weird world, man.
Yeah.
It's a weird world, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So needless to say, I will not be
50
approaching that
Shades of
little.
Grey chick. Yeah. Yeah.
I will not be approaching that little ratchet white girl.
Mm-hmm.
I will not
Mm-hmm.
be handling that in
Mm-hmm.
any situation. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
don't want those kind of. You could do it.
No, I ain't
You
doing
can
it.
do it. You can
Mm-mm.
do it, Mitchell.
I
I believe
asked
in you,
you. I asked you, but
and I respectfully decline. So
that's
you
good.
know,
That's fair. That's fair. Mm.
so that's on
Yeah.
you.
I'll whoop her.
I
Oh no, Justin. No,
no
don't. The
no
other
no
Justin,
no.
don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Well, yeah, look, I appreciate you being ride or die like that, but you can we don't need that. Listen to me. You have
Yeah.
nothing to do
Mm-hmm.
with with that life or nothing, man. Yeah, that's a
Mm-hmm.
whole other world. All right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Her New Year's resolution to be to learn how to read. Apparently,
Is it?
that's I don't know. I'm just
Yeah.
taking a shot now. I'm being a dick. I'm trying to get canceled, man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get canceled. You know.
There's a little thrive to that too. There's a little like that roller coaster. It's like okay,
Mhm.
I gotta think on my feet now, kind of. Oh, so,
Look,
oh god.
hey, you still trying to find a job, brother? Be careful what you put. All right, people take things out of
People
context.
taking
I
screenshots.
get, yeah,
Hey, you might
I
get
get what
hey.
you're saying, but I'm trying to look out for you, homie. So we just gonna scrub that and keep it moving. New Year's Eve.
New
Why it
Year's Eve.
suck? Why it
Create
suck?
create something. Stay consistent with what you know. It's nothing. Okay, we're here to tell you guys that there is always something for you to do. That grind culture could be a little. I wouldn't even want to say toxic. It's not toxic. It might burn
I
you out.
I think you just need balance. That's what
Balance.
it is.
And
You just
and
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You just need some balance. Like
and the older
you
we
got
get,
you have to grind, but yeah.
but the older we get, it's like it's either one side or the other side. But like we said before, the older we get, the more gray area it falls into.
Yeah.
Where it's like you have to find that balance, you know.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are not for that. It's like, no, you have to do this, you have to do that, you know. So it could be a little bit difficult for a lot of people, but I think it's just enjoying the process. That's one thing that I've learned to appreciate. What's up, Andrew? How you doing, man? It's the one thing that I learned to appreciate is the process of just doing and not really thinking about like, oh, where I'm gonna be after this or where I'm gonna be that after that. And so and see where see where it takes you and see where it takes you. But enjoy the moments that you are that you are having, and you can look back later on and see like, wow,
Yeah.
okay, like I mean, remember when we first started? I mean, not saying that we're very super successful with this right now, but it's just like people didn't even show up. Now we at least have people
Yeah.
discussing.
Now
That's a
we have
step.
look. Now we got 6 people watching.
No,
You
wait.
know what I'm saying? That's all I need. But that's all I need. All right, I
Yeah,
don't need a lot. You know,
quality.
hold on. What
And
did Justin say? What do you mean by gray area? That mean all right. So basically, I look at that as you have your ideas and your thoughts and what you believe is right and wrong. But then when you get out in the real world to talk to people and experience some life, you realize that what you believe there may be parts of that other people don't outright believe, or they compromise or skew it in a way, and you realize what you believe isn't the absolute truth. There is a lot of different factors and the things to determine why someone is where they are or why they think what they think. So when we say gray area, that's what we mean. It's like basically not adhering like strictly to your own line of thought or your own code of ethics to a degree. It's just, being open, realizing this is a big world. There are a lot of thought patterns out there. And yeah, like stay true to who you are. Don't get me wrong with that, but also be open to like listen to the other side and maybe take
open-minded.
You open-minded. You might learn something. You probably will learn something. You can apply. So when we say gray area, that's what we mean. And and when you talk about certain issues in this day and age, there is no gray area. No. There is just this is what I believe, and this is how it should be. And if you don't believe this, you're wrong. And
you're like, against us. Yeah.
And it's like, well, what you believe is problematic in a lot of ways, and then you're bad. Then it's over because you.
Yeah, it's like their ideology, and it's not what they truly believe in. What Tony Robbins said. Hold on, I wrote this down somewhere. He said, the strongest force in our personality is the need to stay consistent on how we define ourselves. So if I truly believe, okay, for example, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but if I truly believe in veganism, like you should not eat meat, you should not eat animal products and whatever. If that's what I truly believe in, I'm gonna stand for that. That's basically what it's saying. Or if I truly believe, it could be anything. If you truly believe that being a computer programmer is, you get it. I'm not gonna get into that, but you know what I mean. That's a lot of gray areas. As we got older, I started to understand a little bit more, and doing this talk show too as well has helped me a lot, because it helped me open my mind up to not just think unilaterally, where it has to be this way or not the other, because I'm open to more ideas. I listen to ideas. It's not so much, that person said it, that person's smart, that person is has some social status, so I'm gonna believe in what that person says.
Yeah,
and
I mean, you learn to question. It develops a lot of your critical thinking skills.
More individual,
and more. No, you're like saying more individuality, and just more being able to think critically, to take a piece of information and take it in yourself and try to digest it and formulate your own thoughts, instead of being like, yes, this is the truth now.
Like that's it.
Should be. Yeah. So. Don't be a sheep.
I listen, but I mostly quietly reject. But then most people call me stubborn. I think there's a little bit more to that. But
that's your professional opinion. There's a little bit more to that.
I think there's a little bit more to that. Like, I get it. Have your stance, but also be open-minded, and if they, sometimes it's not always about the win. It's kind of like, all right, just let them feel like they got the win, but at the end of the day, it's like, where you stand. This is why I believe in this. They couldn't prove it to me, so unless you got something new and original that brings up a different idea, then
I mean, I do my best to just, as much as I can, remove myself from like my feelings about something when listening to somebody, just because
it's difficult, but it's so effective.
Yeah, but once again, that's like my process, and that's like my idea. I think that, all right, so like I truly believe like the number one skill anybody could have is like interpersonal communication. Like dealing with other people, human interaction. It's that whole like, being, I don't want to say necessarily being likable, because that can be considered pandering, but like being able to adjust to the personalities of different people to be cooperative is a skill that not only benefits you in like every area of life, but it make like if you can figure out how to be the person that make people kind of feel good in a sense, and it sounds manipulative, and it kind of is, if I'm being honest, and I really mean this in a concept of work. Like, you'll be surprised how much unintentional success you can have. You get what I'm saying? Like, for instance, you know, if you're the guy who, and I don't mean disingenuously like cheery and stuff like that, but if you're the guy who, when you come into work, you're not the one complaining and bitching all the time. You're legitimately like trying to not be a clown, but be, you know, more of a positive force. You know what I mean? Or if people are like complaining, you hear them out, and you don't necessarily jump on that bandwagon, but kind of be a sounding board, and you're able to, like, you know what I mean? You'll be surprised. What's up, man? How much that role, like being able to do that, being able to listen to people, like, has an effect on people, and like an overall kind of like presence, and especially like in the workplace, because like, listen, I don't care what anybody says. If you're working somewhere, if you're working for a company. Especially a company. If it's a mom and pop, it could be a little different. We're working for a company, you playing a game. You playing a human game, you playing mental chess. You know what I mean? And like, you have to understand that when I walk into this company, I'm not me. I'm walking in this company. If you want to be successful there or whatever, you want to make it, like, I'm playing a role to get to whatever goal I have. And like, you'll be, like I said, you'll be surprised how much just like interpersonal communication, being able to read people, being able to react to those people, being like, after reading them, staying kind of stoic in a lot of ways.
Oh, and also
using showing emotion as a tool, not like real, because, you know, if you're just that robotic, they could be like, he's crazy. But, you know when they show a little bit of emotion, just to give them a little bit, to be like, oh, he's invested, this, that, but pull that back. You'll be surprised how successful you be. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, no. I just saw that word with the whole stoic, and that's considered toxic now.
Oh, what, being stoic?
Well, and I was like, wow, okay. There's a lot of things you can't do now. It's just like, I feel like there's a lot of, it's hard to digest. I feel like I need a little bit more time to kind of invest in the topic, to think about it a little bit more. I don't want to just say things just to say it. But Yaku, he just got in with the so we were just basically we talked about a whole lot of things. We talked about the holidays,
let's talk about
dating,
holidays,
flings, New Year's resolution, what's important. We talked about a whole lot. We talked about Julie is saying that I can't do dating. But yeah, I love it. I love that she comes back. It gets spice to this.
That sounds like a personal thing, and we're going to let that, I'm not going to jump in that.
I love it. I like the support. At the end of the day, it's all a lot of support. Don't worry, just like the cancel crew. Who's making the hoodies? Who's making the hoodies?
We got to work on that.
We got
working on. I want it to be made out of the same stuff the Armour Under hoodies are made out of. Those are nice.
Yeah? Just buy the blank, like empty Under Armour shirt and just put cancel.
Hashtag. Put the cancel crew on there.
How you guys? Hope you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, man, you too, brother. Yeah, you too. Yeah. Mayo. Thank you, Julie. Thank you for the support. You too could be part of the cancel crew. Just say what you say what you feel.
Is it really getting canceled if you have a crew?
Say what you feel, okay? Say what you feel. Is it canceled if you have a crew? I mean, yeah, your crew could be canceled. Like, that's the part of the shirt.
But it's kind of hard to get canceled when you have a whole entourage.
No, it ain't.
Like, no, it ain't. You just got like this army of
first off, you're being a little arrogant. To say we have a straight up entourage is a bit of a bold statement.
But you know what? We're looking.
I don't think we have an entourage. You're showing your hubris is showing, sir. You need to put a check in it. That should be your New Year's resolution. I'm not going to be.
I'm looking for the future, Justin.
I'm looking for the arrogant.
We can all have.
Get ahead of yourself. Bubble tea would be good. We tried to get some bubble tea yesterday, but
Oh yeah.
it was out too late. And then the bubble tea place by my house sucks. So, but we might see what's up and try to get some.
Yeah.
Might go to Bubble Guys or
Bubble Guy's dope. I wish I could
or
have one close.
or the spot down the street. The tea hut is gangster too. Like that's a
I haven't been there. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you ain't been there, Mitchell. You know why? Because see, I can't even do it. I was gonna be like, you don't live in great. You just think you know what's right. All right.
Black or white. That's it. Ain't nobody.
I'm looking at myself. I'm looking at myself in this camera. I feel like I look like a black Stone Cold Steve Austin. Almost.
You do a little bit, but
and that's the bottom line.
Yeah. I had a bubble tea the other day and was too soapy. What kind of bubble tea you drinking, Yaku?
Yeah, I'm scared, man.
Soapy, man.
Hey, if you taste soap, brother, don't go back. Don't go back.
It tastes a little bit too clean. It's cleaning.
Oh man, you go elsewhere, Mitchell, and
Julie just on it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
So.
I love the support. Is there any? I'll give it another like a minute or two. Is there anything else that anybody wants to talk about? Yaku, I know you just jumped in. But yeah, we're just taking it kind of light today. Taking it kind of light. We're just talking, reiterating what we're saying. We almost got canceled. We spoke about that too. But that could be a different episode for us. Cancel crew.
Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to get canceled. I can't wait to be drug in the bud. They say all the terrible things about me. That makes me feel so good. That someone could hate me so much. It excites me in a weird way. I don't know why.
Will sponsorship come this year? Maybe. We're enjoying the process.
Audible. I want an Audible sponsorship. Mitchell still working on that Four Loko sponsorship.
No, I don't want that.
That's what I was like, listen.
You out here shaking babies and stuff? I don't want to be a part of that.
You out here trying to assault little white girls. All right.
No, that was you.
No, that was you talking about
you were like,
that little ratchet girl.
I did not say that. You just said.
I did not say that. Yeah, that is terrible. You the one who was talking about drinking Four Loko. And
find that clip. I never said that.
Over there with your sideways hat on, like some thug. Okay, you're drinking Four Loko. Look, you put it in the front, the red. I see your gang colors. You're just all bad. This is why we're not getting the Audible sponsorship. He be kicking babies.
You kicking babies now, Justin?
I am.
Why are you getting all defensive?
I am not kicking babies. I made it off.
Babies. That's what I made it. Trip them when they start walking. I get it.
No, real talk. No, real talk. If I have a son, especially if I have a kid, I have a son, and if he take his first step, I'm a triple. I'll be like, get used to that. That's life. That's life.
And you
get up. And I would have him get up and be I'm gonna train my baby like a Spartan, son.
All right, then trip him in front of some Legos or something. Make sure it hurt.
Why do you have to take it to such an abusive standpoint? I'm trying to teach a hard lesson.
Justin, you said you're tripping and kicking babies already. I'm just hearing.
Yeah, on carpet. So he's like, okay, you want to trip people up? Have you ever stepped on a Lego?
It hurts. I had a Lego.
Yeah, so why would you do that? Why would you do that to a child?
No, Justin. I'm just helping you out, man. I'm supporting you, man.
This is a band that wants to for local sponsorship, people. Y'all remember that?
Audible, let them know.
All right. Y'all remember that. This dude, I don't know. This went off the rails. This is not
it just went off.
The holiday show I had planned.
We can't cut this out anyways. I can't.
Talking about abusing babies.
I'm not going to.
Remember back in the days you said, I remember I said that. Okay, but what you also neglect to mention is Dave Chappelle made a show where he punted a baby. It was a joke, Mitchell. It was a joke. Okay,
it was a joke. Now it's a joke.
You know what? No. You know what? Yeah, I said it. Cancel me.
I like it. I have more respect for you now, Justin.
I said it.
I'm at my house. I said it.
Yeah, cool. Bringing up receipts. Remember when they told that little boy he could be a fireman, and we knew he could be a fireman. And it's like, why you lied to that little kid? Why y'all lying? All right, remember that? I remember.
I'm curious to see.
This is old school stuff now.
Oh,
we going all.
Going back.
Like, why lie to the boy? You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a dark.
Everyone's a winner.
What's a dark
Julie
show?
said, I'm not a father figure. She out here calling shots already. She was like, you don't know how to change diapers. Yeah, they definitely see. There it goes. They will definitely learn. So trip them in front of Legos on a carpet.
Will learn. They gotta learn, and I gotta teach them. On the fire thing.
Fire thing. Hold up. I'm missing something here.
Yeah, that's old school. I'll tell you offline because you know.
It's too violent. It was a little person. Is that...
Hey, y'all have a happy holidays. This has been a great show.
We do these Instagram lives Tuesday, Thursdays, 1 p.m. Pacific time. Thank you. We gotta end it here. It's getting crazy. He was a little person.
Y'all have a good one, man. Thank you.
Julie, I'm gonna give you a call right now, so you better pick up.
I'm out. That sounds abusive. Bye.